What is up, boys? Chris here from Slips and Tips, back for another video. But in this video, we're talking about the NRL, Australian Rugby League. It's back. We had Vegas, which was awesome. I think that was a very successful event. We've had some trial games, which we've dabbled on. But this is like the real deal. This is in Australia. So yeah, I'm keen to talk about these three games with you guys. This is only covering the Thursday night and Friday night games. So just a heads up, I'll try my best to put out a video for the Saturday and Sunday games. But as always, let's talk about my favorite picks and the reasons why I'm taking these legs. Now, there are some straight picks. There are some little mini multis, three-legged, two-legged multis that I'm loving just for a triple up or a flip. So we'll talk about each leg. And if you're new here, guys, my name is Chris. I post free picks for a bunch of sports, not just the NRL. I post picks for the NBA. I'm going to do a video soon for the AFL. And yeah, just follow my Instagram, guys. If you're new here, guys, it's free. It's public. I've got all my write-ups for all my sports. I've also got a free Telegram group where I post my picks early. I post in Telegram first, and then obviously this video on YouTube, and then Instagram kind of gets it last. So go and show some love. It's all for free. I love doing this. And yeah, if you're new here, like I said, I do this every single day and I do it all for free. Now, let's not waste any more time. Like I say in every single video, I want to do this in one take and just kind of get straight to the point. So with that being said, let's talk about the first game in the NRL, which is the Raiders versus the Knights. Now, I'm looking at two separate plays. I'm going to chuck a bunch of units on each one and then kind of one unit on the whole parlay altogether. So for the first one, it's nice and simple, a nice and easy straight pick. Hopefully it's done in the first half, but I'm taking Greg Marzhew for an anytime try scorer. He scored 15 tries in his last 14 NRL games. He's also scored 4 tries in his last 3 games against the Raiders last season, where him and Dom Young were just lethal on the wings for the Knights. Now, the Raiders forward pack is amazing. I think that's our best kind of component of our team. I'm a Raiders fan, so I guess I got to say my backs and our backs as Raiders fans can sometimes be a worry. We've got some youth there. We've got experienced players, but I just feel as if Marzhew on the wing is just so dangerous. Ponga always looks for him. Last season, he had an absolute machine of a season and he was scoring pretty much every game. And I just want to keep this nice and simple. I looked at this game as try scorers. Him and Savage were kind of my two favorite picks, I guess. Hudson Young and Ponga, which we'll talk about. But Marzhew for the straight up anytime is nice and simple for me. I'm taking it. Now, that's kind of my first pick. Now, for my second pick, which I'm doing separately for now, is the 3x multi, 3-leg, paying 3x odds. Let's talk about the first leg, guys. I'm taking Hudson Young or Kalen Ponga anytime try scorer, A or B. Ponga scored a try in 5 of his last 6 games against the Raiders, and Young has scored a try in 4 of his last 6 against the Knights. So you can kind of see the trend I was going for here that I'm following. Stats don't really matter. It's round 1. I know that. You guys know that. I'm not going to really focus on stats until like round 10 or round 5. But for round 1, I'm kind of talking about stats for people who love it. But these are also just my gut feelings and my instincts and what I want to kind of put my units towards. That's the first leg. Now, for the second leg, I'm taking Raiders plus 12.5 handicap, pick your own line. I think this might be a revenge game for them. This could be an ambush because it's round 1. Anything can happen. This is from the final as well, where the Knights knocked them out. Last season, they ended pretty much every win in every single game in a 1-12 margin. The Raiders are so famous for keeping it close. If you know me, I've spoken about this subject a lot. I'm going to continue to talk about it until they start blowing teams off the park because it's always close in a Raiders game. The underdog has covered this line as well in each of the Raiders' last 8 matches between these two teams. That was also the line as well that the bookies have set, which is, I believe, 7.5, which I also think they could cover that. So 12.5 is over 2 converted tries, obviously. We don't want the Knights to win 13 plus. I mean, I think they're going to win. I'm probably going to tip them. But at the same time, I just don't think... I think my Raiders are good enough to keep it at least close and competitive. Now, the last leg is Kalen Ponga, 4+ points. I don't really need to explain this. There's no crazy stats. If you know, you know. This is 2 converted tries. I've got him scoring a try anyway with Huddy Young. I mean, either or, one of those two. So if he scores a try, then that's automatically ticked. He's going to be the kicker. Like I said, 2 converted kicks. With the Knights expected to score 20+ points as a team alone, I think he should be fine. So that's all combined, $5.95 odds, which I love. And like I said, the way that I do it, if you know me, you know, I kind of sprinkle some units on each single plays and a parlay altogether. Now, let's quickly talk about the Warriors and the Sharks game. This should be pretty quick. I'm sorry, Sharks and Warriors fans. I just want to stay away from try scorers or results in this game. I'm taking the over. Sportsbet are offering it at 39.5 total projected points. I love that. I'm taking it there. When I saw 39, I'm like, yep, I think this game's going to end in the 40s. Should be nice and simple with the Warriors being at home. They're going to be looking good to pick up their winning form from last year. There's so many amazing try scorers from both teams, especially the wingers. And the Sharks used to be like a defensive powerhouse, but I feel as if in the past couple of seasons, they're kind of gone away from that, and they can just be really quick on the offense and just get a bunch of tries quickly. Nico Hines is named to play, which is huge offensively for the Sharks. And I think any team can win this game. So I'm expecting a close, competitive game. I think it's going to go try for try. And I just think the points are going to come. The last 3 meetings between these two teams have seen 54 plus points in each game. And 8 of the Warriors' last 11 games have seen 42 plus points. So stats-wise, it's great. I think both teams are great. I think it's going to be a competitive game. So I'm taking the over. That's it for the Sharks game. Jumping to the Storm versus Penrith Panthers game, I've got 2 kind of plays like similar to the Raiders game. My first one is one straight pick. It's the Storm to go over their first half points at 6.5. I'm taking this. Now, Munster's named to play even though he's injured, so that adds some offense. Pappenhausen should be the kicker, if not Meaney. I like both of those guys. Storm's crazy round 1 record, which everyone's going to talk about. The commentators, everyone in the NRL community knows the Storm have a crazy round 1 record. So hopefully they come out aggressive and get the points. Storm are at home, and I'm expecting a big first half from them, but the Penrith Panthers to kind of ambush them in the second half. That's kind of my prediction. Now, this isn't really a stats play. There's not really any crazy stats to back this up. This really is like a feeling play. I mean, it's over 1 point. It's over a converted try, obviously. I think they might take an early penalty if it's awarded, and that could just be great if we get 1 try with the penalty. Now, for my multi, guys, this is separate, like I said. 2x odds, I'm taking Pappenhausen or To'o to score A or B anytime. Pappenhausen has scored 19 tries in his last 12 games at Amy Park, and he was looking really good in the trials. To'o has scored at least 1 try in 10 of his last 12 games. So this is a nice combination of like the best winger in the game with one of the best fullbacks. And yeah, I just love both of these guys. They probably both will score, I mean, hopefully. The second leg is Penrith plus 7.5 handicap. Pick your own line. Now, this should be a close game. I've considered the Storm's record at Amy Park. I'm fully aware of the crazy, insane record where they haven't lost a game since 2001. I think Penrith rarely get blown out, so 7.5 is over a converted try. And like I said, I'm predicting the Storm to come out strong and aggressive, but Penrith to kind of ambush them in the second half and just take control of this game. The Panthers have won the last 3 meetings against the Storm by 13 plus. So history-wise, you got to favor kind of the 3-time premiers there, but you also got to respect the Storm. So that's why I'm giving Penrith plus points. If it ends within 1 converted try, that's great. We'll take it. So all those odds combined, both of those 2 together is $4.30, which I'll also be taking. And those are my picks for these games, guys. Let me know what you think of the video. I'm trying this new format out, like I said, where I split up the weekend. And as always, my Instagram will have all my write-ups for these picks with a bunch of other sports. My Telegram got these picks nice and early. And yeah, let's hope we get a sweep. Let's see how we go. Thanks, guys. Cheers.